Hi Stampers, it's super awesome stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Sunport, Wisconsin, USA. Thanks for joining me today while I show you how to create 2 cards using the Ice Cream Parlor suite from Stampin' Up. They are both shaker cards. You're going to want to watch both of my videos. You can find both of the videos by going to my playlist on my YouTube channel. The playlist is the Suite of the Month. So the way the Suite of the Month works is if you purchase the designated suite of that month, I will mail you the make and take kits, and then you'll see the YouTube videos on how to assemble those kits. So let's get started. This is the first card. It features our brand new product suite, Ice Cream Corner. It's from the January to June catalog for 2021. So let's get started. So find this cello bag. It measures 6 by 8 in your pack, and you're just going to cut it in half along the 8-inch side. So line it up to your 4-inch mark and then slice it in half. And you should have 2 equal parts. So the part we're working with in this segment will be the part that has the bottom sealed. All right, so I'm going to set my paper cutter aside. Keep this handy though, the second part where it's open on both ends, and we will use that in the next card. All right, so we're going to work on creating our little fun shaker here. I've already got a piece of the luscious pattern paper from that same suite. Okay, my mom called, so I got interrupted. So I was about to explain this pattern paper is from the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. By the way, Mom wanted me to listen to Ina on public radio. It was a great segment, so a nice little break to my day. Anyway, let's get back to our project. So this measures 3-inch by 6-inch. And what I'm going to do is just slip it inside the section of the cello bag that's got the bottom sealed up. So just slip it in there, and it's going to be a tight fit. You might want to cut a little bit off if you want it to lay a little more flat. All right, and then what you're going to do is dump some sprinkles in there and seal it up. So I've got a couple extra things though that I'm putting in my shaker. Can you see all those hearts? We're going to punch some hearts. So the Dog Builder Punch has got a perfect little heart. Actually looks like a Valentine, one of those conversation hearts. I think that's what those are called. So I'm just went into my scrap pile and found some scrap strips. This is Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to do 3 of each color, because that's the color that's like flirty. This looks like Flirty Flamingo to me in one of the swirls. This is a Daffodil Delight, 3 of those. And then 3 of Balmy Blue. So here's where your scrap pile works for you, especially if you have little punches that just need not a full sheet, just a scrap. All right, so I've got, see, those look like those Valentine candy conversation hearts. So let me get rid of the waste there. All right, so I'm gonna pick those up and place those in my little bag. And then in the Ice Cream Corner suite, we've got these sprinkles. Oops, and I'm sprinkling them all over my workstation here. And just dump, maybe a half a teaspoon in there. Just enough for fun. Kind of depends on, there's a bunch in there. I don't know, there's probably an ounce. It says there's 1,500 sprinkles. So you do the math. If you got to make 100 cards, you can probably put 150 sprinkles in each package. And there's probably at least 50 in there now. Okay. So let's start sealing this up. I'm going to grab my tear and tape. And all you're going to do is fold it over and place your tear and tape over. I'm going to use some punches and hold that down while I get my tear and tape started. So I'm just placing it over the edge. Hopefully, if not, I'll put down another strip. And we're going to put a little bit at the end there. Get the punches out of the way. There, just to make sure if any sprinkles sneak to the back side, they won't fall out. All right, so next up is bringing in my card base. And the card base is Purple Posy. Look how pretty that purple is. It's a very light spring color. And I processed it through my embossing machine using the Absolutely Argyle embossing folder. So first step that I do after I process it through is I grab my bone folder and I score that down. Okay, and next up, you're going to notice that I did not cut off my 6-inch piece, so it is longer than my card base, which is a standard A2. And I'm okay with that. I wrapped it over the top, and that's okay. We can have something that maybe looks a little different than normal. And all you're going to do is line up the edge of the bottom of the sleeve with the bottom of the card and fold it over. You're just going to do this and try to make it straight. And then what will happen is it will have a little bit, this one's got a little more of the Purple Posy peeking out at the bottom, and that's fine with me. So now we have to secure this all down to the card base. So what I'm going to do is put some more tear and tape on the back, because I want super strong adhesion. And once that tear and tape is on something like that's stiff, especially this clear cello bag, it's easy to pull up those backer sheets. All right, so my trick to assembling this to the card front is I'm going to work with the top first. That looks like I don't have it quite straight. Oop, and I wrapped it over on itself. I did not want to do that. All right, so by that I mean I'm going to place the back side on the inside of the card and line up where I scored it, and then just wrap it around. And while I do the wrap around, I am going to try to make sure that this is straight on the card front. So I'm eyeballing the left-hand side right there with the score mark, and then also looking at the bottom there. Yay, and I managed not to get any of the sprinkles on the back side. Right, but now they're stuck at the top. All right, so you might have to work with that a little bit. Work them back down. All right, next thing is to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm gonna grab my paper piercing mat, because the stamp set, the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set, is photopolymer, and you need a little bit of give behind the paper when you're using photopolymer stamps. I've got a scrap piece of paper there. Gonna ink up the treat yourself. And then set this aside so I don't get ink everywhere that I don't want it. Pull on the new double oval punch. And there is a coordinating stamp set for this oval punch. I'll give a catalog tour in a few minutes and show you where I get all these products from. So perfectly punch that out. So you stamp first, punch second. Okay, we're done with that. And then I'm using another punch from the annual catalog, the Timeless label. Did not have any scrap of this Purple Posy. I just opened up this cardstock package. So I had to make my own scrap, but I will definitely use it. I love this color purple. Oh, and I just noticed since my interruption with Mom, I had moved my light. Hopefully you were able to see all of that. I just noticed that. Sorry about that. All right, and then we just start layering. So I didn't put anything dimensional on that because I didn't really want it to force it up like that. All I did was layer it up with some glue dots. So glue dot on either end. And I like this timeless label. It just adds a nice little background to that oval shape and something a little different. A nice little mat. Oh, and I put a glue dot there. I did not have to do that, and I probably don't want to do that. So let me pick that off of there. And I'll just move it over here. And there you go. You've got your first little shaker card. Here's my sample, and here's the one we just made. Like I said, I'm going to have to work it a little bit to get that yellow heart there. Move down to the bottom. And then I line the inside with just that basic Whisper White. All right, I'm going to clear this off, and then I'm going to get ready for the second card using that other second piece of that cello envelope. Okay, this is the catalog tour. So these are the pattern papers in the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper pack. Here's the pattern I just used, and then I also used this pattern. So this shows the front side, and then the one right next to the left is the back side. So look at how fun these are. Lots of birthdays, thinking of yous. Let's have some fun. There's popsicles. This is a different shade than what I used on my sample card. So that's the Designer Series paper pack. And then I'll share the stamp set. It's called Sweet Ice Cream. So I really like when they do cursive writing because that means you don't have to worry so much that your sentiments are straight on your paper. So I use the Treat Yourself, but you certainly could stamp Happy Birthday in either of the cards that I made. There is a popsicle, a cone, and then the little waffle cone parts. These two work together to make different gradations in popsicle flavors, and then there's a popsicle stick. So really cute stamp set there. And then there's the punch that I showed you before that we used on the card. So let me just do a catalog tour. Some of these products are from the January to June 2021 catalog. So I use the Heart Charms on page 11. You get 20 pieces for $7.50. And then here is the Sweet. So those are the concept artist designs, and you can just order everything on this page 49 with one item number. It's the Sweet collection item number, and getting one of everything on this page is $56. So you'd get the stamp set, the punch, the ribbon that I didn't use, which is Blackberry Bisque. I'll be using a lot of that though because I love the purples, the sprinkles, and then the pattern paper. So this is important that if you like the Ice Cream Corner punch and or Ice Cream Corner Sweet and order with one item number, you'll earn one free celebration item. And I'll go through celebration in a minute. We'll finish up our catalog tour of the products that I used in this segment. So I used several ink pads, including the Poppy Parade and the Daffodil Delight, and the Pool Party is over in the Settles. And then I also used the Blackberry Bliss, which is down here in the Regals. We also sell re-inkers for all of our ink pads. And then we have blends. So I use the Daffodil Delight blends. We don't have blends for all of our colors, but they're in the 4th row in each color family if we do carry those. I used our paper trimmer, so page 151. And then if you want to order more cello bags, the 6x8 cello bags on page 152, that's what I packaged your kit supplies in and cut in half and used them on my 2 ice cream cone cards. The crinkle seam binding ribbons, page 160, and it is number 17. You get 10 yards for $7.50. The labels I use in this segment would be the Timeless label and the Dog Builder in addition to the, oh, and the circle punch, the 1.5 inch circle punch I used to create the ice cream bowl. And then the 2 punches from the January to June catalog. And I think I lost my page there. So let's just show you. In the back of this catalog, we have picture indices. So I use the oval, double oval punch, and also the ice cream cone builder punch. So I hope you like my shaker card designs using the Ice Cream Parlor Suite from Stampin' Up. These projects are featured in my Suite of the Month program for February 2021. You purchase the Suite of the Month and I will mail you the Make and Take kits so you can create along with me on my YouTube videos. So go to my blog at superawesomestamper.com and click on Suite of the Month for full details of this program. All right, thanks for stamping with me. Bye.